Well, when it comes to the big roles in musical theatre, a couple of characters come instantly to mind. One is that mysterious masked man who lurks beneath the concert hall stage in The Phantom of the Opera. The other is prisoner 24601, that criminal turned hero Jean Valjean in Les Misérables. And my next guest has performed both of those iconic roles. Not bad for a guy who's not yet 40 years old. Ramin Karimloo, welcome to the Hub on Stage. Aren't you a little bit young to play Jean Valjean?
I was. Maybe not now.
Yeah, well, I've seen you muscled up for that. You really put on some pounds to do that role.
20 pounds, 5,000 calories a day for 4 months. I remember at halftime when we were doing it in Canada, 1,000-calorie shake. That settled in nicely by the time I got to bring him home.
Is that right? Other people are meditating to get calm, but you're just loading.
I mean, you would hear my dressing room, frozen fruit going in, blender on. Oh, he's getting ready for Act 2.
Right. Let's talk about Phantom of the Opera. Let's hear some music from the show.
Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Purge your thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar.
That was a big high note. And that wasn't you.
No.
This is a weird segue, but tell us who that was.
That's Colm Wilkinson, the greatest.
And what's your connection with him?
Do you know, just listening to that and that voice, it reminded me when I was 12, sat in the Pantages Theatre in Toronto. That voice, it just somehow, I don't know how to say it. I always say he's got tears in his voice, but it's like a lasso around your soul and it pulls you in the way he sings. And knowing Colm now, how spiritual he is, it all makes sense. And yeah, it's just incredible. So that was my sort of introduction to what I do now, was him, Phantom of the Opera.
And how was he the way through? What happened?
I remember, so I watched him do it, and I remember for the first time being so emotionally touched by something. At 12 years old, I'm small town, Peterborough, Ontario in Canada, hockey player. You know, my concern was how many body checks and goals am I going to score this weekend? Suddenly I'm in tears watching a man played his part. And
you didn't know this about yourself, that it was in you to be a singer?
No. The only reason I went to see the show, it was a day off school.
All right.
That's the only reason I decided to go see Phantom.
So you did have an epiphany. You've got a moment when you
100%.
think, this is me.
100%. I remember I had no idea what we were seeing. And I thought, and the best part, I remember, because it was part of the school, on the day before the performance, they do what they call an educational program. And they pick 3 people out of the audience to go on stage, and I was one of them for some reason. So there I am trying to show off to my hockey friends and be all tough on the stage. And so one had to deal with a prop, one was a costume, and then with me, they gave me a mic, and they were just going to show off the effects of the Phantom, how his voice can go all over the theater. And I had to go, I'm here, the Phantom of the Opera. At 12 years old, doing this on stage, Who knew that?
Right. And it turned out you were okay.
I was all right. But I remember thinking when I left, I was so emotionally touched by something. And at that point, I was listening to country music, Johnny Cash, A Tragic Clip, Tracy Chapman. And I loved how these voices had story behind it, emotion behind it. And Colm now was one of those voices because it's so unique. And I remember thinking, it'd be pretty cool. Maybe I'll do that.
Now, you're here because you're on tour around Australia doing a concert performance. And your special guest in that show is Anna O'Byrne, who joins us as well. Hi, Anna. Do you have a moment when you knew that you were a concert performer, that you were a musical aspirant?
I don't know that it was a moment for me. I've always had music in my life. My mum is a music teacher, and music has always just been part of life, part of our household, part of every day for me.
When did you know that you were good?
Any day now.
No. But there must have been a moment when you thought, I can do this.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just always loved it. And I felt like I've had something to say with it. So I think that was more the realisation for me, that there was no other choice for me to express myself in this way.
So you and Ramin have played The Phantom together?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
kind of.
Yeah, we did. We've just been in Korea recently doing as far as I know, this is the first time this has happened, a concert version of Phantom with the orchestra on stage with us, but us just in evening wear singing Phantom and Christine.
Yeah, so it was celebrating Andrew Lloyd Webber's 70th birthday, and part of the celebration was to just do a 5-day concert performance of Phantom. So it's the first time I got to kind of sing that score again since the 25th anniversary. And on the plane is where I met Anna. So this wasn't too long ago. We finally got to work together and hang and get to know each other.
Okay, well that's good because you're going to be working together in concerts right around Australia.
Yeah,
Karim, you're going to sing a song for us, Ramin. Now, what is that?
I'm going to do with the lovely Brad on piano.
Oh, Brad's on piano. Just give us a tinkle, Brad, to show that you're really there.
He's real.
There
it's
he
live.
is.
It's not
Yep,
backing
I'm
track.
here. Yep.
We're going to do Old Man River. It was one of my favorite songs to sing.
Okay, from the Jerome Kern Oscar Hammerstein musical Showboat.
Old Man River, that old man river, he must know something, but don't say nothing. He just keeps rolling, he keeps on rolling along. He don't plant taters, he don't plant cotton, and them plants them are soon forgotten. But Old Man River, he just keeps rolling along. And strain, bodies all aching and racked with pain. Took that barge, lift that bale, get a little drunk, and you land in jail. But I get weary and sick of trying. I'm tired of living, but scared of dying. But Old Man River, he just keeps rolling along. And you and me, we sweat and strain, bodies all aching and we're racked with pain. Took that barge, lift that bale, get a little drunk, and you land in jail. But I get weary and sick of trying. I'm tired of living, but